you are taking advice from people that have interest in the deal. I see a lot of people make these common mistakes in real estate. People ask me a lot, how best they can get into a property that they desire. And one of these mistakes I will be mentioning and directing you about in this video almost costed a client of mine about 10 million naira deal. Almost, if not for our intervention, right? So one of the mistakes I want to talk about here is that you are taking advice from people that have interest in the deal. You're about to do a transaction and all the people surrounding you in the deal, people that have interest in the deal. So if the deal pulls through, they will earn money from your lawyer to your realtor to the developer or the seller, and leaving you all alone without knowing that you're all alone. These are people that if the deal doesn't go through, they won't go home and be fine. When somebody has a vested interest in something, they won't be fine. They will be feeling sad within themselves. Now, why didn't this deal go through? These are not the people you need in your pocket. You need people that are neutral, that even if you decide not to buy that property, they can easily walk out of the conversation and be cool. That is because they don't have any interest in your money, in that payment. So number two that I want to talk about is you buying properties because your friends are buying. Come on, you don't have an objective, you don't have a plan, you don't have reasons for purchasing a property. Because your friend or your realtor says you should buy, that's why you're buying. No strategy in place. Real estate investment is like every other investment. If you know a little bit about currency industry, both forex, stocks, and all other kind of investments you have in trust funds, mutual funds, and all of that, it thrives on information. Investment thrives on information. Yes, can't be doing investment randomly, buy land here, buy there, which is good. But to have it scattered all over the place without an objective is still better than not having at all. I agree. Do you understand? But you better have a strategy. One of the strategies I strongly recommend is that when you foresee a future in a property and you have the capacity, don't just buy one plot. It's a strategy. Don't buy one plot. Buy a minimum. If you can do an acre, do an acre. If you can't do an acre, at least do 2 acres or half an acre. Why do I say so? So that if your projections and your calculations are in 10 years, in a decade, you won't be walking out empty handed. You won't be walking out on that property because you want to sell. Even if there is a massive appreciation in half a decade, and you want to get something out of the capital you put in there, you sell and still have something. Let's say you bought an acre, you can sell half an acre and recoup your capital, recoup your investment capital, and every other thing remaining there is all profit. You understand? That you can put in somewhere else. But imagine a scenario whereby you only bought one and there is massive development that comes into the houses. The only way you can benefit from that development is either you build or you sell. And a cow that is sold, you can't milk it. You can't milk a cow that you've sold. Number 3, real estate investment. Yes, it's good to protect yourself and all that, but it's not a secret. It shouldn't be a secret. You're doing it all alone. That's the problem. People have these issues because they are doing it in secrecy. And scams and fraud trade on secrecy. And that's what, at this point, I will invite you to join our community of investors, our investors hall, right? Where we share resources, share insights, share other investors' experiences. So if you're looking to get a property and it's from a particular developer or a particular company, you will always have information and insider information, first-hand experience about such property. The chances of having such information is very, very high. But you can leverage on it to protect yourself, shield your capital, so you don't always go in the wrong direction. If it's a property that is worth your time and your energy and your attention, then get a go-ahead from us to go ahead. And then one other thing we do for our members in our community is that we help them verify every purchase before you make commitment. Because of our low trust factor, if you after making payments to recoup money, if it's a wrong payment, if it's a wrong purchase, you want to recoup your payment, it's always a very difficult thing. And even when the company is legitimate, you won't still get all your money. There is a surcharge of about 30%. So to safeguard yourself from all of this, you can always verify a purchase for you, right? That's one thing. And you have a project that is ongoing somewhere, you need an independent eye to go see it and be sure the information the engineers, the contractor is giving you is the same. We can also help you with that. This is one of the advantages of joining a community. It costs about 150,000. It's valued at about 150,000 to be a part of that community. But today, in the spirit of the Christmas and the New Year, they are still giving, if 5%, first 5% to apply for that, you will get a free admission into that community, and you will be happy you did. I hope these mistakes safeguard you. What I was talking about, I hope you learned from this short video. See you